Hey, it's your boy Gemini, and this is Life's a Rodeo. The most romantic thing that I've ever done for somebody. I created a choreography for the person, dedicated it to them, and I also wrote a letter that was about 4 pages long, describing her and how much she meant to me. Love, unconditional. I would say that you know, love is something that would be something that it's felt more than it is described. Um, but yeah, love is pretty tough right now. Worst date ever. Whoo, damn. It was one night that I had went to the movies, and this girl, basically she wanted me to pay for the whole thing, which was fine. But I have this thing where like we go mutual in the beginning, so I didn't pay for the whole thing, and she got offended. She called her ex boyfriend to come and fight, and I was like, what the fuck? So I ended up fighting her ex boyfriend at the end of the night, and I don't know why I even did that, but yeah, worst. That was probably one of the worst dates ever. We go Our energies go somewhere beyond, into into our existence. I think our spirit just kind of leaves, and we don't really. I say, you know, we go into a better place. That's all I'm gonna say. I think that's where we go, just into a better place. Oh yeah, the fuck! I believe in aliens. Uh, the extraterrestrials, yes, yes. I think they're real. I think the government's full of shit, and they're just hiding it from us, or they're hiding from us through the government. I think that's how I take it. Yes, big time. There's reptilians everywhere. I already know it. I think I already spoke to one of them because they tried, you know, getting at us in the industry. Mental illness. I think it's not being taken care of correctly nowadays. I think it's becoming a trend more than it is being um, helped. Like a lot of the times, us as the way we're taking care of it, one, we eat like shit. We don't take responsibility for what we do as humans with ourselves and taking care of our bodies. And we do what everyone else is doing, so it puts us in a mental state. So we have nobody but to blame but ourselves. Personally, me, I think mental illness is not being taken care of correctly. And it has to do a lot with how we eat and how we do our day-to-day lives. Biggest obstacles I ever had to overcome was my mental illness. I think one of the hardest things I ever did was trying to get away from my mental illness and try to, not. I didn't try solving it correctly when I had the chance, and I didn't know half the resources that I know now that helped me get along, through my path when it came to recovery. So I think that was my biggest obstacle, doing things on my own when it came to mental illness. If I had only one food, wow, that's a hard one. Damn, because I love a lot of food. I think the one that I would have to say it'd be tacos. I love tacos. Pretty face, no body. I don't care what it is. I'm a sucker for a face. Like how you look at me. You could have the biggest curves and I wouldn't even care. I'd literally, and even at that, I still wouldn't deny you even if you had that. I would say personality is a thing for me. So if you can just put that in there before people start judging me. Favorite TV show? Mine is going to be, what's it called? Shark Tank. I love learning about business and equities and how they do things, and also Ghost Adventures. Very into the spiritual world. Favorite shark on the show? Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban's as a hustler, and he does not give a shit. I think he's probably the richest shark in there right now. So I'd go with the guy that has the bigger pay. Grand Theft Auto. I love freelance games, basically, like, and anything that has to, like, where you can build your own character. Because, me as a creative, I always love seeing that. And it also, the thing I love about Grand Theft Auto is that the fucking graphics were way ahead of their time. So that was for me. Like, I love playing GTA. The very most recent one. think it's the fifth one, right? Grand Theft Auto 5.
GTA 5.
Yeah, it's the most recent. And San Andreas. Oh, yes, San Andreas. The first one would be, I had it in my head. It had something to do with what's it called? Child support. Actually, yeah, child support because one for sure. A lot of guys when they have this thing where like they're women. Well, can I add a law or is it about okay adding a law? I would add a law. Honestly, forcing a man to have a kid when they didn't want one. If a guy doesn't want a kid, don't force him to have one just because you have a vagina and you carry that with you. Like you're like, oh, I'm just gonna keep him, so I'm gonna tie him down. I think there should be a law on that where if a female does that shit, you getting arrested or you getting a hefty ass fine, and this dude don't have to pay any child support because you did that. So me personally, I think women that force guys into pregnancy should be a law. Lights on, bro. I have to see what I'm doing. Craziest place I ever had sex in was at the movie theaters, where everybody was in there, and there was two people watching us next to us, and I was very high for it, so I didn't really care. Yeah, I'm a freak. What the fuck? Yes, actually, this one right here. This one has a meaning, and this one does too. This one I had got it because I had found out that Mexicans aren't even called Mexicans. Our first names were called Issacharians, and we didn't speak Spanish. We spoke Hebrew. Our own language was taken from us. This one was given to me by my grandpa. Well, my grandpa didn't give it, but I did this one because of my grandpa. He had passed away. I saw him in a dream, and we were both talking in a dry tree. It was like a dry tree, so I did this one on my wrist because that's where I saw it. Psychedelics. I did shrooms, and holy fuck. I think you should really mentally prepare yourself before you do it. Don't just go into it and try to think that it's a cool thing to do because you'll get fucked. I did shrooms, and it's actually what inspired these tattoos right here. I saw a lot of geometric shapes on the ground. I would touch anything, and it would just be geometric shapes. So I think it's a good thing, and also it awakened me in ways that that I should have been. It got me in a pretty ugly. I was in a pretty ugly state, and it gave me answers. But again, you have to be in a really great mental state. Be around people that you trust, and don't try doing them just because you want to look cool in front of everybody, and everybody's doing them. Chill. I got one though. Top 3 Pornhub searches. I am very into threesomes. I don't know why. What was another one? There was one that I had. It's not Latino. Actually, it's not Yellow Bones. Yellow Bones was something that I was really into at the time, and two girls on a guy at the time. Not anymore. I'm actually not into porn like that anymore. First thing I notice is their smile, and their facial structures and hands. Hands and smile. That's the first thing I notice. I don't know. Something about teeth that I like. It's weird. Like, you could have crooked teeth, but if that smile looks great with your teeth, I'll be cool. I don't care. Hands. There's something about veins that I always liked. But with women, I always loved it when they have, like, I don't know what it is about baby hands. Like, they look like they don't even have veins. They're just really clean, and their nails aren't even like done like that. It's just like their natural nails, and they look pretty. There's always something about that. Scarlett Johansson. Holy fuck, she is so fine. God damn, she's fine. I don't understand how God does something that we don't deserve. It's like, why is she that pretty? I don't get it. Like, why can't I have her? She's so pretty. It's disrespectful. I don't like it. But yeah, Scarlett Johansson. I think music right now is trash. I think they're putting lowball music. I think creativity in music sucks. I don't think it's the right path to go. I think consistency is the biggest key right now, which is not true. And I always say it. good music didn't die. It just stopped becoming mainstream. I think people should focus more on creativity and quality over quantity. This is your boy Gemini. This is on Lives of Rodeo. You can find me on Instagram, Gemini __1111. And see you on the next one.